Hi, I'm Tom Laux. Thank you for joining me on Connections. And today I have Lori in here from the library. Thank you so much for joining me.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that.
You bet. Well, we're taping this just before the holiday of Thanksgiving, and we're going to talk about events that are happening in November. Excuse me, not November, but December. I have November on the brain here yet. So.
Okay, we can let that
go. But yeah, so tell me a little bit about what's going on at the library in December.
Well, our first December program, and this is always the same program, is usually the first Monday of the month is the Spoken History Series. This month, the Historic Preservation Association has taken responsibility for the program, and it is going to be Shirley Mook, and she's going to be talking about Hans Billy, who was a builder in Marshfield and pretty well known. Grandfather to the Adler sisters, Betty and Anne, and so Hans made quite an impact on some of the historic homes here in Marshfield, and that'll be December 2nd, Monday at 6:30 p.m. and it'll be upstairs in the Felker Family Genealogy Local History Room. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know, Don comes and films those.
Yes.
Forgetting his last name here.
Don Schnitzler.
Don Schnitzler.
Yep. And so people get to see him again.
Yeah, so there's times if they don't get to go, they may be able to watch it later on, and he produces those.
Absolutely.
But what a great program to learn a little bit about our history here.
Well, and the nice thing for all of us that are involved, it's each of the different groups with a historic interest in Marshfield take turns. You know, we'll take 2 programs, present them. So it isn't a burden to any one of us. It makes it easier for us to make that work. So we're just one of the people, but they all take place in the library. So.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, and then on December 4th, we have the Earthwatch program, and that is the group that is reading through chapter by chapter a Sand County Almanac, and then they discuss what they've learned. And I think it's interesting. The group's been around since April, and they're still hanging together and finding interesting things to talk about. So that is December 4th, also at 6:30, and that's going to be in the Adler program room down on the first floor.
Okay, and can anybody join in?
Anytime. Any of the library programs, people are welcome all the time.
Okay.
There's no closed group at the library.
All right.
I will say December 9th, we have the American Red Cross coming in. They're going to be in the atrium telling people about what kind of opportunities there are to be a volunteer with the Red Cross. And so they'll be there from 11 to 1. So if you want to ask questions, get some information, or if you want to sign up, they'll sign you up right on the spot. But that'll be on December 9th from 11 to 1 o'clock in the library atrium.
Okay.
And then on the 13th, we take a little leap there, we have the Holiday Drop-In Adult Craft Night, and so they're going to be doing Christmas cards, different kinds of Christmas cards, using foiled paper, heat embossing, and metallic ink with stencils. We're asking people to sign up for specific time periods, because last year everybody came at once. And it was really hard because everybody's kind of bunched up. So we've got a spot at 4 o'clock. There's another one at 5:30 and another one at 7. So if you call the library at 715-387-8494, and that would be extension 2743, you can sign up for one of those 3 spots on December 13th.
All right.
Okay. And on the 14th, a Saturday, and this is a Friday night program, so normally those craft programs are somewhere else during the week, but we're doing a Friday night. So
Friday night, okay.
Yeah. On Saturday, Marie Johnson, our children's librarian, is going to be doing a special story time. That's at 2:30. Saturday afternoon, and the focus is going to be on dinosaurs. And in addition to Murray, we have another librarian, Kent Bernard, and his wife Erin, who have written a book, are coming up, and they're going to read through their book, and they're going to kind of debut the fact that they've written this one. It is Murray had a nice tribute to say about that. He said the nice part about it was this was one of those books where the story and the picture both were strong. Sometimes you get one where one is really good and the other's a little weaker, but both of these were very, very good. So they're going to be coming up for that story time. That would be the Bernards. And Murray Johnson's going to have a full story time that goes with it, that at 2:30 on Saturday, December 14th. Also on December 14th, we have Julie Tharp coming in, and this will be one of those things where, you know, take a break from wrapping presents, from wrapping and baking. It's Saturday, December 14th at 1 o'clock up in the Felker Room, and she's going to be doing a presentation called "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid." She's going to show clips from movies and kind of the trauma of Christmas and what happens there. So kind of what's the recipe for success for a Christmas movie, and what kind of social, personal, and economic role it played within our culture. So things like A Christmas Story, and you know that's where the "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out" came from.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But and then two of our adult programs are both taking a break for December. That would be the Garden Guru and the Book Club. Both are taking a break, but they'll be back in January. So we could talk about those later. That'll be good. Now for kids, we have on the day after Thanksgiving, which is this week already. You may have to edit. but we're doing something called Lego Mania Friday. And we'll be showing Lego Mania. Lego Mania is Lego movies all day long, while we have Lego crafts and things like that going on in the Adler Room. So come on down, spend a little time, create and recreate. And that's Friday, November 29th, all day.
All right, you're open up on after Thanksgiving.
And we're open until 9 o'clock, too.
All right, well, if you're watching this after
on Friday.
The fact of our Thanksgiving holiday, well, you've missed this portion, but that's okay. There's plenty of stuff in here that we're going over in the month of December.
That's right. We've got another one coming. That's Saturday, December 7th. Santa's visiting the library. And so we'll have a holiday story time, and then St. Nick will be there to listen to the kids' Christmas wish list, but also, take a picture. Just bring your camera or your phone and spend some time with Santa and enjoy some fun. We'll have some treats there as well.
All right, 9:30
and that's
on
at 9:30
Saturday.
On Saturday, December 7th. Thank you for reminding me that.
All right, well, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It worked out there.
It's all right. No?
Okay. Well, December 9th through the 13th is National Computer Science Education Week, and so there'll be teachers and students in over 180 countries, starting with something called an Hour of Code, and it's a 1-hour tutorial designed for all ages to learn about what coding is about. So we'll have a program on that too during that week. Our children's story times continue on Mondays and on Fridays, both at 10 a.m. The Friday is just for toddlers, so parents and their youngest kids. Then Tuesday nights, we have all the regular events at the library. So another Lego program on December 3rd, and that's at 6 o'clock. Our Codebusters program, I mentioned a little earlier, it was the coding week. So they'll be doing the Hour of Code on Tuesday, December 10th, also at 6 o'clock. And family night on December 17th is a Grinch party. So now, the next week, Monday and Tuesday we're closed for the 24th and 25th for the holiday. But we'll be open again on the 26th with, it's bingo and a movie at 1 p.m. So there'll be a film chosen for our younger viewers, but anybody's welcome, and that's at 1 o'clock. There'll be bingo and then the movie going on at the same time.
All right, yeah, there's, no school. So
no school.
You got to have some stuff planned.
A little something to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And then for families, to celebrate the New Year's, or actually, I can't decide whether we're celebrating the exit of the old year or the beginning of the new one, because we're celebrating Noonday's Eve. And so at noon, on New Year's Eve day, if that makes sense, we're having an event. And so it starts at 10:30, goes to 12:30. There'll be food, there'll be games, there'll be all kinds of fun, and then there'll be a countdown with a balloon drop.
Yeah.
And last year, I can't tell you how many people we had because there was was a very mobile crowd. There were a lot of little bodies moving around and having a good time, and it was one of those things. It was an awesome success, and so people really had a good time.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice. It's happening during the day versus 10:30 at night. You wouldn't have any little ones.
You can celebrate with your kids, and then have the evening to yourself.
Well, remember, somewhere in the world, it's the new year.
That's right.
That's how it works. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of wraps up December for us. We still have activities going on after school for the teens and tweens on Wednesdays and Thursdays. That's between 3:30 and 5. Video games and things like that. And we're kind of thinking about how we can continue that in the next year. It's a little bit of a challenge.
Okay, so those are like middle school?
Mainly middle school, but we get some high school kids coming in too.
Okay, so is there a bus that comes from the schools?
No. Nope. Their feet.
Their feet, okay.
Their feet are getting them to the library.
And that's not too far, but it's still a little bit.
When it's cold, we can tell their cheeks are just pink, pink, pink.
Yeah.
No, they generally walk from the middle school, and they spend from that after school time till about 5:30 when parents pick them up.
All right. Well, wintertime is here. Basically, I know it's still fall as we're talking at this moment. Winter storm warning now I hear coming and I know I'm kind of putting this and dating this program, but I had to mention one of the reasons I did is if there is a closing of the library, where should people tune to?
We will put it on our Facebook page. We do send it out to the radio and to the newspaper, although by that time, it's already passed by the time most people would see it in the newspaper. But we have a whole list of media outlets that we send an email to letting them know that we're closing. Okay.
And that doesn't happen a lot, but
no, last year was a heck of a year. That we had so much bitter cold that I've never seen times where we've closed as often, but we really try not to.
Right, definitely.
People depend on us. Even when schools closed, we generally stay open, and we have visitors.
Okay. So. Can you give our viewers your weekend hours? I know they changed in September, but just in case they're
They did. Well, our weekday hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 9, Saturdays, 9 to 5, and Sundays, 1 to 5.
Okay, so weather's good. You're there.
We're there.
Except on a holiday like Christmas Eve. Otherwise, in New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, right?
Well, we're open New Year's Eve till 5.
Till 5, okay.
And New Year's Day we're closed, but then we're open again right away on the 2nd.
Right away. So your department doesn't follow the same as regular City Hall.
Not exactly. No.
No.
Our library users. Need a little bit more time. If we closed at 4:30, they'd be pretty disappointed.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's when most people try to get off work and then go there. Sometimes your busiest time is at that time in a lot of the programs. So.
Well, and what we have, we have a lot of people working shift work here in Marshfield, and so to be fair to everyone, we try to have very flexible hours. I should say very broad hours.
Okay. Well, you put out an announcement about yourself, and I just wanted to take a moment to just have you mention that about your retirement.
Yes.
Some people may have known, but go ahead.
Well, I passed a letter of retirement resignation to the library board stating that my last working date would be April 24th of 2020. So that gives them plenty of time to find a replacement, gives me plenty of time to wrap up some loose ends, get us positioned well for the next person coming in.
Yeah. So. Well, that's hard to do after 30-some years. I totally understand what you're. Not that I've done that, but it's hard to leave any place that your family at.
Exactly, because that's we feel that way about the people that you work with, but we also feel that way about the people who use the library too. Writing the letter was really tough, but a good kind of tough. I had a chance to kind of reflect a little bit. I've had 4 different jobs while I've been at this library. I've moved through different parts of the library. I've seen tremendous change in terms of technology, just amazing changes. got to be there for the change we call it an integrated library system. It's the foundation that the operations take place on, the computer systems, and also to be around when we built a new library. So I mean, pretty amazing things. I've really been very blessed.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to top that down the road. New building and all, and you're able to work in that for, you know, what, 5-6 years now?
No,
almost?
we've only been 3.
3,
Only
okay.
3.
So you'll get a little over 3, and then I'm sure you'll be visiting quite a bit. And
now we'll get to read. You know, people always think, oh, librarians, you get to read. Well, you do, but it's really not for yourself, and it's really not for pleasure. So,
well, just for our viewers know, we'll plan on doing a program on your career sometime next year, and I think that would be very interesting. I hope people would find an interest in learning about it all the way from high school beyond. So we'll be gathering those facts over the next several months, and photos of Lori working, maybe some friends. If you guys out there have photos of Lori working back at some time, please share those with us.
Oh my!
But we'll run them to Lori first.
There might be a pie in the face there somewhere.
That's okay,
Yep.
but I think it'd be neat. But I'll share those with Lori first. She gets to see those, since this is about her service and really her career with not just the city, but in general from high school on. As you told me earlier, you had an interest starting right in high school. So definitely would like to hear that story, and I hope our viewers do as well. Anything else that you want to share?
I think I just want to wish everyone a happy holiday season, regardless of which holidays you celebrate.
Yep.
We wish you the best.